Hello everyone, it's Hindash and Timmy and Cosmo. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because it's an eye focus video and it's an all matte look, which two things that I love. If you're here from my NARS YouTube video on the NARS channel, then welcome to my channel. To watch the video I did on the NARS YouTube channel, I'm gonna link it down below in the description box because that's where I kind of do everything from A to Z. I go in depth on skin, eyes, lips, and you want to watch that before watching this one. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a smoky eye and I'm going to kind of mix cool tones and warm tones together to create this beautiful dimension to the eyes. And of course that complements the everyday look that I did, so you can bump it up and you can play around with the different looks. I really wanted to channel a lot of the 90s cool tone smoky eye, so that's where a lot of the cool tones come into play. So if you want to see how I created this 90s inspired smoky eye, then please keep watching. And if you want to see how I did the skin from A to Z, along with a softer eye, a matte lip, everything matte, then I'm gonna leave the link down below to my video on the NARS YouTube channel, so you have to check that out because I love it. It's such a beautiful look. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Leave me a thumbs up and a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, so here we have the beautiful Fatima again, and like I said, if you want to see how I created this entire complexion, then please head over to the NARS YouTube channel where I do everything A to Z and I talk you through the entire steps, which I will link down below. Now to get started on this look, I'm going to be starting off with my NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Now I love using this on all skin tones because it adds that beautiful chocolatey warmth, especially if I'm doing a smoky eye or something that has a bit more of a blown out hazy effect. And I'm going to be applying that all over the lid and working it up to the brow bone and blending it out with my brush. So this isn't just going to prime the eyeshadow, it's also going to act as a cream shadow. So it's adding color, it's adding warmth, and it's going to shape the eye as well. And I'm going to be applying that to the lower lash line as well and smoking it out. I want that really diffused, hazy effect. And then I'm going to be going in with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Caramel, and I'm going to be applying that on the center of the lid because now I'm kind of going to be pre-contour and shaping the eye with the creams. So this is still doing some base work, but I love layering all my products, and I feel like when you do this with cream and you add the shadows on top, it's just going to give you that whole other dimension. So blending that in and then tapping it into the crease where you want that definition. Next, I'm going to be going in with my NARS Mambo eyeliner, which is my holy grail of all makeup items. And I'm going to be basically creating a winged liner with this. So again, don't be too precise. Don't kind of overthink this step. You want to trace along your lash line and into your socket. And as I'm doing that, I'm kind of going to stop halfway through the socket, and then I'm going to be going in with my brush and blending everything in as it's still applied because we don't want to wait too long for it to set. And you have all that beautiful cream work underneath, which is going to help it even blend further. And I'm starting off with the crease because that's where I want the most diffused edge. And then when I get to the liner that's closer to the lashes, I'm just going to diffuse it into the eyelid. And as you can see, I'm going in and adding more of that liner because I don't want to completely diffuse it. I still want definition on the outer edge. So you want to keep doing this until you're really happy with the blend. I'm going to start to connect it to the lower lash line and smudging it about halfway through. And then I'm going to take that Mambo liner again and line the inside of her eyes and all throughout. And now I'm going to go into eyeshadows, and I'm taking the NARS Voyager eyeshadow palette mini in the shade Copper, which is the same eyeshadow palette that I used for my first NARS look that's on the NARS YouTube channel, and that's going to be more of a softer look. For this one, we're kind of bumping it up and adding more cool tones in it, so it has that beautiful mix. So I'm taking that darker matte in the palette and then kind of going over everything that we've blended with the NARS Mambo pencil and just kind of intensifying it with that matte shadow. And now the fun part begins where I'm going to be adding more dimension and kind of playing with different tones. And I'm taking the NARS Voyager eyeshadow palette mini in the shade Suede. And I'm going to be taking that matte taupe shadow and I'm going to kind of go over everything that we've done with that matte brown. And this creates a beautiful, interesting depth where you get that cool tone that's mixed in with the warm, so it kind of creates that really, really interesting contrast. And I'm going in with that dark matte ashy charcoal brown, and I'm going to basically start outlining a wing that's very diffuse, and I'm going into the socket with that very slightly with whatever is left on the brush. And to accentuate that, I'm going to go back in with the dark matte warm brown from the previous palette and kind of go over that as well. And I'm kind of doing this back and forth until I'm happy with that dimension. And this is just how I work. I love working with layers, and I love building up different colors on top of that because you really do get a seamless blend. And again, this is going to make the cool tones look cooler, and it's going to kind of break everything with the warmth as well. And then I'm going to take a bit of that ashy dark brown and very, very lightly just diffuse it on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to be taking my NARS High Pigment Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Via Veneto, which is a matte black. And I'm going to start to trace along her lash line and really push that liner in to give us that really intense darkness. And I'm going to be going along the lower lash line as well, but stopping halfway. As it's still freshly applied, I'm going to start to smudge and blend that out into all the shadow work that I've done. So now it gradiates from a black to that ash dark brown into all the other beautiful tones that we've layered. And I'm going to start to really work that liner into the lash line all the way throughout the eye. Again, taking my smudger brush and really letting that liner drag all the way inside to create that hazy, beautiful smudge. I'm going to go along with my brush and just kind of diffuse any areas where I feel like need more blending. And I'm topping off the lashes with my NARS Climax Extreme Mascara because I want that intensity, I want extreme black lashes, and I want the drama. So I'm going in with the mascara and working it through the lashes from the roots, and I'm going to be applying it on the lower lashes as well. So I kind of want full intensity. And as you can see, when you layer the cool tones with the warm tones, you get a very multi-dimensional, taupey, cool shade that's very wearable. It still has that warmth to it, but it looks very multi-dimensional. I'm in love. And that is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed my take on the 90s Smoky Eye. And don't forget to head over to the NARS YouTube channel to check out the full-on tutorial A to Z with a more wearable eye, which I'm going to show right here. And again, I'm going to be linking that down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell to be informed whenever I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.